And second thing is that you see to that the heat loss mechanisms are inhibited. So two things, you reduce the heat loss, so whatever is there is conserved. On the other hand, you increase the heat production in the body, so that brings the body temperature back to normal. So via two mechanisms, by decreasing the heat loss mechanisms and by increasing the heat production, the body can increase the temperature back towards normal. So what it happens, what it implies, it means there is a vasoconstriction happening. When there is a vasoconstriction happening, severe vasoconstriction happening, that means what? The warm blood from the inside to the skin is coming to a lesser extent. When it is coming to a lesser extent, that means heat loss to the periphery through vasoconstriction is reduced. In this way, the body sees to it that whatever heat is there in the body is conserved through vasoconstriction. Piloerection is usually not important in human beings. It is mostly seen in animals, especially if you would have seen in cats in winter. Whenever there is a need for the body to become warm, the hair stands erect. When the hair stands erect, exactly what happens there is, when the hair is standing erect all over the body, the air in that gets trapped. When the air gets trapped in those hairs, the heat loss from the skin to the atmosphere is prevented. In other words, the air which is entrapped between the hair acts as a insulator, thermal insulator, preventing heat loss from the body. This is something like that in a winter season where you cover yourself with woolen sweaters or cover yourself with blankets. So how does actually blanket helps you keep your body warm? So when you cover yourself with a blanket or with a sweater or a woolen clothes, there is a air which is entrapped between the cloth and your skin. That air becomes warm and the heat is not lost into the atmosphere because of the insulator properties of the woolen clothes. So in this way, the heat is conserved and the body temperature increases. The other mechanism is you cause an increased heat production in the body so that the body temperature rises. How do you ensure that there is an increased heat production in the body? One, immediately there is a shivering. So when there is a shivering, that means there is an increased skeletal muscle contraction. So this shivering center is stimulated. When the shivering center is stimulated, there is more amount of muscle contraction taking place. That means more actin-myosin interaction taking place. When there is more amount of actin-myosin interaction taking place, more amount of ATP is broken down. When more amount of ATP is broken down, that means increased heat production in the body. The other thing would be sympathetic excitation of heat production. You stimulate the sympathetic nerves, there is adrenaline, non-adrenaline, this causes increased sclerogenesis, increased